Hi, everyone, and welcome to Healing Phases. January left us with many lessons learned, and we should carry those lessons along the way through the year. Now, let's see what February is bringing us. During the beginning of the month, we're going to have to seek for our inner strength, to find that flame within us, that flame that drives us, that lead us into taking action. Since once works directly with the element of fire and with everything that is related to our uh, solar plexus chakra and our sacral chakra as well. That card is letting us know that we need to keep standing strong with courage and firm if we truly want to defend our beliefs. And there's so much going on around the world and there is so much people fighting and communicating and becoming so aware and awakened of all the things that are going on, right? Mother Nature showed us her power last month in many different ways. We learned that life can be so fragile and that it's so vulnerable, right? And February is going to start with this energy calling us, making a call to us to keep moving forward, but like number 7 says, with patience and trust. With patience that things will come at the perfect time and trust that the divine will take care of it. We need to find that strong will we all carry within us. And like I said before, we need to stand firm and with courage if we want to keep moving forward and if we want to keep uh, fighting and working towards striving and finally achieving our goals. Then we have the Four of Cups right here. Fours, number 4 in the tarot means stability, achievements, and cups works with everything that is related to our emotions, our feelings, to our heart chakra, and with the element of water. That card is the card of discomfort. It's kind of a card of distractions. So we're gonna have to seek deep inside us at the beginning of the month with the 7 of Wands, right? We're gonna have to seek deep inside us for that strength, inner strength, for that strong will, for that courage. If we really want to keep working towards our dreams and our goals, we need to seek that. We need to become attuned with that inner force that we carry, that inner strength. And yes, they're gonna come a lot of distraction, maybe that will bring us discontentment and will not will even make us lose focus on what we truly want to accomplish and what we are working towards. So distractions are gonna come. So, but try your best not to let those distractions, suck you in. Because when we do that, everything becomes a little darker, and we tend to get into a place where we are gonna have a little bit of trouble getting out. So let's keep that in mind. Let's remember that during the beginning of the month, we're gonna have to deal with everything that is taking action. Try to find what drives us towards our goals. What is that motivation that a specific thing that motivate us to attune with our inner courage and our inner strength so we can act, right? So we can take action. And that's what wands are for. Then we have the cups. So distractions are gonna come. Don't worry about it. We have distractions everywhere. And there's so many things going on that we need to keep our fight with consciousness, with awareness that other things might come, but that doesn't mean that is gonna drag you, right? or drag us, I should say, into taking another way. No, those distractions are what will want to pull you away from what you're doing, from what you're believing, from what you're fighting for, from what you're working for. Don't let that happen to you. Let those distractions be. Let them be there. Allow them to be, but do not let them stay. Release them, surrender them to the divine, because if you trust in the process, if you trust that everything will come at the perfect time, you will see all those changes that January brought us and all those lessons that we learned last month. At the end of the month, here is 10 of Wands. Once again, Wands. We need to take action. We need to keep working. There's a lot of fighting to do. There's a lot of things that are worth fighting for in life. And there's so much hatred going on. There's so much injustice going on in the world right now that we need to keep our fight strong, that we need to keep moving forward to what we really want and to what we really want to see, right? That change, like Gandhi said, like be the change you want to see in the world, right? So let's make that ours. Let's keep working towards it. That 10 of Wands, number 10 means cycles completed, culmination, and ending of a lot of stuff. So try to focus on that. The fact that when wands appear, it's a call for us to take action, for us to get in touch with that inner fire that we all carry within us and do things. Like I say, we'll have distractions, and then at the end, we'll have a lot of difficulties, because this card, this 10 of Wands, is the card of burdens, of difficulties, and and let's not get stuck into this, because sometimes if we see cards like are like a little dark or a little weird or ugly, we tend to just focus on the fact that wow, that's not good. No, it's not that that is not good. It's that all that need to happen in order for us to realize and to learn certain lessons, certain life lessons, I should say, that we need in order to keep moving forward. We need to become aware of those lessons. We need to allow them to be. We need to try to see, even in our worst and darkest moments, we need to try to see the good. We need to try to thrive. Don't get stagnant there. No, that's not what you want. Don't just go and dive, in the difficulties that will come, the burdens and the discontentment and maybe even lack of focus. Don't let that happen. Instead, like I said before, allow them to be, become aware of the emotions that this will bring and that will arise with all this. Do not let whatever negative aspect that happened in your life or situation that happened in your life, don't let that define how your month is going to keep flowing. You want your energy to flow freely and organically, right? So let's work towards that. Let's remember that we need to get in touch with that inner flame that we all carry, that we must take action towards what we want to accomplish, that even the worst situation in life always has a lesson that we needed to learn. So let's keep that in mind and let's accept and allow things to be. Allow those difficulties to be. Allow those distractions to just come and be there and just pass by. Like I said, when negative emotions comes to us, we need to become aware of them. We need to allow them to be. We need to allow ourselves to be vulnerable and to feel all those emotions and feelings, and to become one with them, but without letting them stay in our life. The other day I said we should make fear our friend but without letting it slip over. And that's the same thing with every negative emotion or situation that we encounter in life. If we focus on the negative, negative things will come to us. But if we focus on finding the lesson behind those not so good things that happens to us, if we focus on finding the good behind all that, we will be able to thrive at the end of the month and to accomplish a lot of things. So don't try to stay in the darkness that February might bring, right? Because a lot of things are happening, and it might be things that will happen to you in your personal life. It might be things that will happen, collectively around the world that will eventually affect us emotionally and sometimes even mentally. So let's let things be. Allow things to be. Allow things to be and release them. Release them and release them to source. Release them to that major life force that is what guides us. Release them to the divine and release them to love. With this, I'm done with the February Therapeutic Tarot reading. I invite you all to seek that inner strength, attune yourself with it, align yourself so when those difficulties and those burdens rise or show up in your life, you are prepared, right? And nobody's prepared to deal with all those stuff, but at least you have that sense of, okay, I need to prepare for a few things that might be distractions for me and might come in and to me in negative situations that will cause me harm, that not no harm, but that will cause my feeling to be, sad or worry and all that stuff. I invite you to improve that connection with the divine within you. Try to seek and connect with that inner flame, and you'll see how everything will just flow organically and freely, and you will be in alignment, and everything will be for your highest good. My gratitude, light and love always with you guys. Bye bye.